On Colony Station Eden 12, evenings were usually calm. The artificial sun lowered into a soft orange glow. Workers returned from the energy fields, and the streets buzzed with quiet chatter. Humans and aliens mingled under bright lanterns, walking home after long shifts. But that evening, something felt off. Evan Carter, a human technician, noticed it the moment he stepped onto his balcony. The air felt heavier. The wind smelled different, strange, almost floral, but sharp at the edges. Even the lights flickered like they sensed something unusual. Evan frowned. "What is going on tonight?" His question was answered by a soft sound. A nervous gasp. He looked across the walkway to the neighboring balcony. His alien neighbor Ari Venn, normally calm and polite, stood with her back against the wall, gripping the rail like she was about to faint. Her normally pale blue skin glowed with faint, shifting patterns, colors he had never seen on her before. Evan blinked. "Ari, are you okay?" She froze. Very slowly. She turned her head toward him. Her eyes, usually bright and gentle, now shimmered with a deep, swirling light, almost like a storm inside them. Her breathing was fast. "Too fast. Evan," she whispered, "please, go inside." Evan stepped closer instead. "What's wrong? You look sick." She shook her head quickly. "No, not sick. Worse. Much worse." She pressed her hand against her chest, trying to steady herself. "You shouldn't be near me." "Not tonight." Evan raised an eyebrow. "But why?" Her voice cracked. "It's instinct season." He blinked. "What does that mean?" Ari squeezed her eyes shut, trembling violently. "It means my species enters a cycle. Not dangerous, but extremely unpredictable. Our biology changes. Our senses sharpen. Our behavior becomes emotional, reactive, unstable." Evan stepped closer, worried. "Ari, you look terrified." "I am terrified," she whispered. The glowing patterns on her skin rippled like waves of light. "Every year, my people isolate during this time. We stay with our own clans, away from outsiders. But this year, I couldn't return in time." She grabbed the wall again to steady herself. "And now, it has started." Evan hesitated, then gently placed a hand on her shoulder. "Ari, whatever this instinct thing is, you're shaking. You need help." The moment his hand touched her, Ari gasped, not in pain, but in shock. Her skin flashed with bright color. Evan pulled his hand back immediately. "Sorry, did I hurt you?" Ari grabbed his wrist before he could retreat. "No, you didn't hurt me," she whispered. "That's the problem." Her breathing became uneven. When instinct season begins, we become incredibly sensitive to touch, sound, smells, emotions. Everything becomes stronger, louder. Evan swallowed. "Is that why you're acting strange?" Ari nodded. "But it's more than that." Her voice lowered to a trembling whisper. "My species becomes drawn to whatever feels safe. Whoever makes us calm. Whoever we trust." She looked away, ashamed. "And tonight, my instincts chose you." Evan nearly choked on air. "Me? Why me?" Ari hugged herself tightly. "You're kind. You're gentle. You helped me when other humans would not. My biology interprets that as safety." She stepped back, covering her glowing face with her hands. "I'm trying to resist it. I'm trying to stay normal. But the cycle is too strong now." Evan softened. "Ari, you're not acting dangerous. Just scared." "I don't want to burden you," she whispered. "I don't want to scare you. My behavior may become unpredictable, emotional. I may follow you. Stay too close. Panic when you leave. It will pass in a few days, but right now, I cannot control it." She trembled again. "You should go inside, please." Evan looked at her shaking form, her panicked eyes, her unstable breathing. There was no universe where he was going to leave her alone, No, he said firmly. Ari stared at him in shock. Evan walked closer and gently placed both hands on her shoulders. I'm not leaving you to go through this alone. Ari's skin glowed brighter at his touch. Her eyes widened with raw emotion. You shouldn't do that, she whispered. Why not? He asked softly. Because my instincts will pull me toward you even more. Evan smiled faintly. Then let them. Ari's voice shook. You don't understand. My species becomes extremely protective, extremely attached. If you stay with me tonight, I may not want to leave your side, ever. Evan took a breath. Then I'll handle it. Ari's eyes filled with tears, silver and bright. You don't know what you're saying. Maybe not, Evan admitted. But I know one thing. He met her eyes gently. You're my neighbor. You're my friend. And you're shaking like you're in pain. So I'm staying. Ari covered her mouth, overwhelmed. No human has ever offered that. Not during instinct season. Evan smiled. There's a first time for everything. Ari stepped closer only an inch. But the motion was unsteady, emotional. My senses are too strong right now, she whispered. Your heartbeat. It sounds loud, calm. It stabilizes me. Good, Evan said softly. Then stay close. Ari hesitated, trembling. Then she moved into his arms slowly, carefully, almost collapsing from exhaustion. Evan caught her gently. Her body glowed brighter, soaking in warmth like it kept her alive. Evan, she whispered, voice cracking with emotion she couldn't control. Yes? Her words trembled. Please, don't leave me tonight. Evan held her a little tighter. I won't. Ari breathed shakily against his chest. Don't understand what that promise means to my kind. Then, explain it. Ari pulled back slightly. Looking up, my instincts bond to whoever stays near us during our cycle. The bond fades after the season ends, but during it, we cling to that person. We protect them. We trust them with everything. It is very intense. Evan cupped her cheek gently. Ari, I'm not afraid. Ari trembled harder. I am. Why? Because if I lose control, I may never want to let go. Evan gave a small, warm smile. Then I'll help you stay in control. Her glowing skin dimmed for a moment. Relief. Come inside, Evan said softly. You need warmth. And rest. Ari nodded slowly. He guided her into his apartment, closing the door behind them. Inside the apartment, Ari sank onto the couch, shivering as energy ripples moved over her skin. Evan brought her water. She took it with shaking hands. My people's instincts are overwhelming, she whispered. We sense emotions, fear, stress, even the smallest heartbeat change. Then take your time, Evan said softly. Ari looked at him with wide, shimmering eyes. Please don't sit far away. Evan sat beside her. Ari exhaled, calming immediately at his closeness. You really aren't afraid? She whispered. No, Evan said. You should be, she replied softly. My instincts might make me cling to you, follow you everywhere, even panic if you disappear. Evan chuckled lightly. I already have coworkers like that. Ari blinked in confusion, then giggled for the first time. Her skin glowed warm pink. That helps, she whispered. They sat in silence for a few seconds. Then a sharp knocking hit the door. Ari jolted, gripping Evan's arm hard. Evan stood. Stay here. I'll check. Ari grabbed his hand desperately. No, don't leave me alone. Not even for a moment, please. Evan squeezed her hand. Then come with me. Ari followed him closely, almost glued to his side. Evan opened the door. A colonial officer stood outside. Evening. Mr. Carter, we're checking reports of unusual alien activity. Several neighbors reported strange energy readings in your wing. Ari stiffened behind Evan, terrified. Evan subtly stepped sideways, hiding her from the officer's view. "Everything is fine here," Evan said calmly. "No strange activity on my side." The officer looked suspicious. "May I come in and scan?" Ari trembled violently, gripping Evan's shirt. Evan shook his head. "Sorry, officer. My apartment is private. Unless there's an emergency order, you're not scanning it." A long pause. Finally, the officer sighed. "Very well. But if anything unusual happens, report immediately." "I will." Evan shut the door, locking it. Ari collapsed into him, shaking hard. "You protected me," she whispered. Evan held her. "Of course." Ari's glowing pattern softened. "My instincts were right," she breathed. "You are safe." She rested her head on his shoulder. "You make me feel calm. You make the noise go away." Evan stroked her back gently. "I'm here, Ari." Her voice softened into a whisper. "Thank you for staying with me." Evan smiled. "Always." Ari's eyes closed slowly. And for the first time that night, she finally relaxed. Because she wasn't alone. Because someone cared. Because she found safety where she least expected it. And Evan. Evan realized something too. Whatever instinct season was, he wasn't afraid of it. He was afraid of something else. What would happen when it ended? Would Ari drift away? Would the bond fade? He didn't know, but for tonight, he held her, protected her, stayed beside her, and she held onto him like he was the only safe thing left in the universe.